Head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about the current Browns team.
I hear all these complaints about Baker and various other complaints. My biggest complaint, thinking about those solid Browns teams of the 80s and early 90s, those teams were physical. Cleveland was always known as a physical team. And I don't see it with this current Browns team. Like you look at Pittsburgh, you can say what you want about their frailties. They're physical. Baltimore is physical. Cleveland used to be. At the moment, they're not. And I think that's the biggest impediment to their forthcoming season. That is my observation. I'm glad you took my call. Thank you very much. Please be safe.
All right, and we appreciate all of the voicemails. Timmy, as I listened to, there's a little bit of truth to what he said. The game has changed from the 80s and 90s to now, but when you put it in the context of the Ravens and the Steelers, they are much more physical, at least on the defensive side of the ball, than the Browns are, and probably on the offensive side of the ball a little bit too. This line is really good. They run a little bit of a different scheme running the ball, though.
Yeah, they do. I mean, we know the zone scheme that O'Callahan has brought to the Browns, and obviously it's worked out very well the past couple of seasons with what Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and company have been able to do running the football. But, I look at what Baltimore and Pittsburgh have done in the past couple, throughout, the last couple decades, and it's not just they're physical, yes, but they're also physical and fast. I mean, I don't know how good of a football team you could be if you don't have speed. This is a game where, you can't coach speed. And it's a game where, space and speed matter more than they ever have. And you look at the Super Bowl, I mean, the Los Angeles Rams won the Super Bowl without being able to run the football much at all. I mean, the Bengals took that run game away in the Super Bowl, and Matt Stafford and company still found a way to win that game, and they got the defensive stops they needed. So you have to find the balance. It's not just about being physical. You have to be able to run as well. If you can marry the two together, that's the absolute best outcome you can have. But, the game, again, has changed. The athletes have gotten better. There's pluses to both, but I think you got above everything else, you got to be fast. That's the non-negotiable. Physicality is something that, every team's trying to be physical. Every team's trying to be fast. But I feel like you can teach some physicality a little bit. Players can be more motivated to be more physical. You can't motivate players to be faster. That just comes with either you have speed or you don't have speed.